Oh, look at this. Who's on the Appalachian Trail with me?
Hi, it's me.
Mom and Dad. All right, so the goal is 22 point something miles today. Getting a late start for that high of mileage, but hopefully with slack packing, should be able to. Oh, pretty. Oh, wait, where? Let me turn it around. Very nice. So with doing 22.4 miles today and not starting until just a little bit after 8:30, definitely trying to get after it and cruise. So that means I'm trying to, again, use self-control today and not take pictures of every flower I see. Didn't I do good yesterday? To be completely honest, there weren't as many flowers on trail yesterday, so maybe I shouldn't be patting myself on the back too much. And to be perfectly honest, so far today, there's not that many flowers, but I'm gonna try to just cruise. Obviously, I'm going to enjoy it. I never, ever want to get to the point with this hike where I'm just rushing. So that's not what I mean by cruise. It just means, like, looking around me right now, like, ooh, I bet that made somebody nauseous. It's not like there's nothing to appreciate. We can always appreciate beauty in nature, but point being, like, there's no reason for me to not cruise right now. There's nothing spectacular jumping out at me. So trying to cruise so that I can get picked up before sunset. But you know what? I have my headlamp too, so should be fine. Everything's just a sea of green today. I am loving it. Have I ever mentioned that green is my favorite color? This is like pure bliss. No wet feet or foam, but it definitely required me, using both my trekking poles and all of my brain cells and attention. Gosh, it's even prettier from over here. If it was hot and I didn't have such a high mileage day, that would be a fun little pool to sit in. Oh, and if I didn't have a second-degree burns on my leg that I'm trying to not get wet, that too. Well, I am loving all the foliage on the trees. Ooh, look at that. I will say it is blocking the mountain views. Not complaining, just observing. Well, there's a little bit. I mean, I'd like to have my cake and eat it too and have all kinds of trees and then unobstructed mountain views, but I don't think that's how it works. So I think I'm okay with gorgeous trees and little glimpses of the mountain. There's always going to be clearings for better views of the mountain. Homer's Creek Falls. I really want a better view of that. Definitely gonna eat lunch here. Maybe when I'm on the other side, I'll get a better view of the top of it. Awesome. That crossing's gonna be interesting for my short little legs. I have a great spot for lunch. Nice back rest. That's always a priority for me. Great view. And sometimes I'm responsible. I'm not going in this waterfall. Because, well, okay, I like to pretend it's just because I'm responsible. Nah. The real reason is because I'm not hot and because I have so many miles to do today. But I could pretend that the responsible reason is that it would be irresponsible to get my leg all wet and not be able to properly rebandage it. We can pretend it's that. So the dynamic between my son and I, our relationship, he's 21, yes, if you're just joining my channel and wondering about his notes that he leaves me and all that. Oh shoot, should I tell on my YouTube channel that he watches that I know what he's up to? Yeah, I think he knows I know. Anyway, the dynamic of our relationship is that, like, for the last several years, it's like this little dance of like him doing silly things that like he thinks are gonna embarrass me, and then me just be like, cool. Like, for example, one year at Christmas time, I had this snowman up on this ledge, this decorative snowman. I couldn't reach it. Hold on, okay, so after Christmas, and we were like packing up and everything, I asked him to take it down because I couldn't reach it. And he's like, no, let's leave it up there. I thought it would embarrass me. Like when people would come over in June and wonder why there was a snowman on my leg. But instead I was like, okay, like I don't care. Our Christmas tree one year, he put a Mountain Dew can on it and he put you know those calendars that you get from Chinese restaurants that are like pretty big and they're like a scroll? And that was like front and center of our Christmas tree. And I'm like, cool. So this is just kind of like the dance of our relationship. So I think with his notes, he is trying to make me laugh, which he is very good at. But I also think that he's hoping that he can embarrass me somehow. So I gotta keep playing the game, y'all. So here's this one. Poor Big Mama. When he was like in elementary school, he called me Big Mama. And if you are a child watching this, do not call your mom Big Mama. Anyway, I'm trying to remember if I like just rolled with it then, or if, I don't remember, but that was like a little phase. It was a joke. And then you know, years and years went by. 2 years ago, we were going to a funeral in Alabama, and we saw this sign for like, or I saw it, I didn't tell him, for a fireworks store, and it was like Big Mama Fireworks. And I started laughing because I was like, that was how he came up with the name. Like, we drove by that because we were going there to visit the people, and he thought it was funny. He was like, Big Mama, Big Mama. And it's like the way he says it. He says it with like a little southern accent, like Big Mama. Anyway. So then I made the mistake of telling him about it. And so then it got resurfaced in his last couple of years. So there's another reason why I picked my trail name. And well, you know, came into this with a trail name that other people picked for me, but that I did not receive on trail because I didn't want to be stuck with Big Mama the whole time. Ay. Yes, he's making me giggle.
Don't look at my nasty toes. I've been on trail for over a month. But I'm not trying this in my shoes. There's no way I can hop from that rock to that rock. So I'm just going to walk across.
That means I made it across. Oh, the next thing on my bucket list, I think I'm going to have to let that go. I'm going to have to let that go. I had no clue, of course, of the timing of Mom and Dad's visit, which, like I said yesterday, I think is perfect timing, considering trying to let my burns on my leg heal. Which, P.S., I don't remember if I said this. No, I didn't. I don't think I did. Whatever. When we changed the bandage last night, the gauze, we had gotten a different kind of gauze, and it wasn't like the non-stick as well. And last night was tough. It was painful. Like, it was sticking to the open wounds. And so, like, skin tearing off. So now I have like raw skin, open wounds. Not good. So anyway, yeah, the timing, I'm very thankful that I'm going to be able to change that every night and have a chance to keep it clean and let it heal. But anyway, blah, blah, blah. I digress. When I made the original bucket list, obviously didn't know Mom and Dad were going to be here at this particular time or stretch of the trail or whatever. So that partnership shelter, you can order pizza. Like, they have an actual phone. Like, there's like no cell service around here. I haven't had service all day, and there isn't service there apparently, but you can, they have like a landline phone there that you can order pizza because it's only, I think, like 0.2 miles from the road, and you can get pizza delivered. So I made that part of my bucket list because I thought that'd be super cool. Whatever, I'm gonna halfway do it because I'm gonna go through the shelter tonight, and Mom and Dad are picking me up at the road that's like 0.2 from the shelter, and I told them I'm getting pizza tonight. I know I said I'm trying to not take a million flower pictures today, and I know I just took quite a few, but here's my logic or my defense. The mountain laurel flowers in this area, just the different blooming stages, like some of them are like just barely starting to bloom. And then others, I mean, I know you saw my still pictures, but others are kind of like, you know, they're getting there, starting to open up a little bit. Some of them have maybe like one of the flowers is blooming, and then like random that just a little bit ago some were fully opened up. It's just been really interesting to see, because like a few days back it was all the mountain laurels were fully bloomed. Like they're just getting the party started here. You can see deep in there, maybe you can't, but like those ones over there look like they're blooming. It's just interesting to me, the different timing. And since I have no service today, and ironically, even though I know I have friends that are like just a teeny bit before or ahead of me or a teeny bit behind me, I have not seen any of my through hiking friends today, but with the exception of one within like 5 minutes of me starting, and then I haven't seen him the rest of the day. And then I just saw those couple of section hikers at the waterfall, and that is it. I have not seen a single soul. Lots of time to think. So, timing. On that note, man, I don't always like God's timing, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's a hard thing to like grasp and accept, even though logically I know that it's best. Man, waiting, especially when you've been waiting for like the same thing for years, it's hard. But maybe I can take a lesson from nature and from the mountain laurel blooms, like when it's the right time. When it's the right time, things happen, things bloom. Gotta keep waiting. And also, every stage of that blooming process is beautiful to me. Like, I mean, just when they're just tiny and they're that beautiful rich shade of pink, like that's really gorgeous. And then that middle stage where they're kind of opening up, like the shape of it is so cool. And of course the fully bloomed flower is one of my favorites. So just gotta chill and enjoy the process. If that doesn't scream Americana, I don't know what does. There's some little ones. I don't know if you can see. Oh, nope, that one just moved in front of it. There's a really little one over by that tree. spotted one just blocked that. Okay. Hopefully he's not coming at me. Oh, do you see the little one going? Oh, so cute. And there's a little one behind that spotted one that was trying to eat. Aw. Not quite the wild horses, but still a fun thing to see, an unexpected thing to see. The cows seem very friendly and non-threatened, but I think that secretly they get sick of us hikers walking through and watching them eat because of all the places for them to poop in this humongous pasture. They sure do love to do it right on the trail. This is actually like uncharacteristic of the streams that we've seen and crossed. It's like way wider than normal. Right by a road crossing too. Nice. Very cute. I'm so fascinated by these vines. Look at that. It is literally knotted up into the shape of a pretzel. Well, you know it's going to be a good view when they make a sign for it. Very nice. The trail is so weird. I only have like a couple miles left, so I've already done like 20 miles today and have not seen any through hikers other than when I within the first 5 minutes. And then all of a sudden, just a while back, I saw a group of people camping, and one of my friends that I have not seen since Fontana was there, so that was super fun. I kind of like, I love my solitude and I need my solitude. But today was like a little bit too much of it. Like, it's been a long day. It's been a good day, but just was kind of like craving some human interaction. I had no service all day. I finally got some and I called my sister, but no service for most of the day and just didn't see anybody. Like the section hikers that I saw at the waterfall, I was like trying to have a conversation with them and they were not taking the bait. I was like, "Are you local?" And she's like, "Yes." So I just like, was like wanting to talk to somebody. So that was super cool that I saw my friend Jamie that I haven't seen in forever. Not super cool was the reason why I was seeing him, which makes sense because he's way faster than me, but he had a injury, but he's back on it. So that's fun. It just kind of goes to show that like you never know who might be ahead of you and who might be behind you at any given point. Yes, just jumped out of the woods trying to scare me. Silly old kids.
This bougie shelter has a shower and a fancy old privy. What in the world? Oh well, hotel does too. I'm at Pizza on Main. I am so hungry. It's after 7. Luckily they gave me my...
I have no clue how many actual calories I burn when I hike 22.4 miles, but I'm telling you, I felt like I needed all of this food. Needless to say, I didn't quite eat it all. Burn up day wasn't really pretty, but definitely being able to air it out at the hotel overnight really helped.